Hello everybody. I think I might have shown this tree once before amongst a group of trees. This is its first outing on its own. Not had a good winter. I think this is wind damage. Let me see if I can zoom in at the base of the trunk so you can see. Come on, camera. I thought it was two trees. It is in fact. They are fused together. So in theory, anything in this system of this one is in this one, and vice versa. And this side did catch the most of the wind. And as you can see, this branch is completely dead now. This one also, and now the top has died back as well. And yet this tree has remained very healthy and is shooting out in all directions. Growing very well now, in fact, top to bottom. So I'm left with the challenge of, I have a one-sided lopsided tree here, which is attached to this lump of dead wood here. So I'm thinking the only thing that I can do is take off most of these dead branches. I already had a gin here, but that was intentional, and I was planning to work on it. Now I need to work on it some more. So again, this, for the most part, take that off, and probably at least shorten those. And I'm going to carve this trunk as one large gin. It may not go all the way up to the top. I'm not going to do that on camera. Sort of teaching myself how to use the power tool that I had for Christmas last year. Doing it on camera is a surefire way of chopping my hand off or something ridiculous, and it's noisy, and I'm just going to get it done and then come back and we'll see the end result. But before I do, as you can see, I'm just going to trim some of these upwardly growing shoots. Just bring it back into check a little. Obviously this is more of a sort of pine styled tree than a more natural looking tree, but I think that actually suits this tree quite well. Once I've got this carved to a position that I like, I obviously need to develop some of these branches a bit more, maybe even go a bit higher. I haven't decided yet, so I'm going to go away and do that, and then we'll have a look at it. Okay, so some very rudimentary carving, just to emphasize the fact that this tree is actually dead. I'm not going to do anything more with it at the moment. Going to let that dry out. There was some live wood still at the base, but decided to use this as the composition for the moment. I've also recarved a large wound just there, try and make it blend in a little more. Another one here, hiding behind that branch. in there, and again another piece just there. So, as I say, I don't think it's any kind of virus, because I believe it would have affected both trees the same. Similarly, they're both growing from the same roots, which were feeding both trees, so again I think it's unlikely to be something like a vine weevil or disease, otherwise it would have affected both trees equally. I think it was the prevailing wind catching this trunk and sheltering this. I could be wrong. I might find the whole thing wilts on me at some point. I've treated it with a fungicide and a systemic insecticide, and also a vine weevil treatment for the roots, just to be on the safe side. But time will tell, and we'll come back and revisit this tree. They are not easy to wire. I may yet try and bring this particular branch back around a little more, but they don't take bending very easily. You need to try and get these curves in whilst they're quite young and green, and otherwise you're stuck with clip and grow, and that takes quite a long time on this species. But there's a quick 360 degrees. Let me zoom out a little more. Still don't know if you're getting the whole top and bottom. Yeah. So I'm going to let this tree do its thing a bit. So this branch would have also copped the wind as it blew across, and suffered accordingly, but it is shooting nicely. It hasn't died back. This one caught it a little bit, but not that one. Anyway, it's another project for another day to come back to. Thank you for watching.